welcome to the Movie Fanatics. My name is Brannick. Stanley Kubrick's 1987 movie about the Vietnam War, Full Metal Jacket, was one that I never considered a priority watch. Barry Lyndon, Dr. Strangelove, and Eyes Wide Shut were Kubrick movies that I held a much greater desire to sit through. I still haven't, not really sure why, but when I noticed Full Metal Jacket appear on the Netflix homepage, I was still excited. What did Stan the Man whip up this time? A look into the harsh reality of the Vietnam War. A movie that doesn't take such a black and white approach as America good, Vietnam bad. A movie driven by its story. Spoilers ahead, this is a movie I highly recommend you watch for yourself. This is Full Metal Jacket.
By my darling, hello, Vietnam.
Full Metal Jacket is basically two movies in one. The first chunk focuses on a group of recruits who are training to become Marines. The second takes place in Vietnam and focuses on one of the recruits from the first half. Apparently the general consensus is that the first half is spectacular and the second half is unnecessary. I disagree. I think both halves are equally as important, and I don't think they would be as interesting apart as they are when they're together. One thing that sets the first half apart is the presence of Gunnery Sergeant Hartman, played wonderfully by R. Lee Ermey. The performance is incredible and super memorable, and I think that's why the second half kind of loses some people, because he's absent for it. But Hartman plays a key role in the theme that connects both halves of the movie, the themes of corruption of innocence and the erasure of humanity and individualism. It's kind of like a cause and effect. The first half showcases the start of this process, and the second half shows the result. That's what connects these seemingly exclusive stories besides a common character. At the training facility, the men have their individuality and humanity removed. By the Vietnam section, they've nearly ceased to be people. They're no longer men, they're Marines. This is represented right off the bat from the first scene. All the recruits have their heads shaved. They lose a small part of their identity. Then Hartman gives them nicknames, often mocking ones. Another small part of their identity is lost. Joker later gets in trouble with Hartman for not believing in the Virgin Mary. The military isn't concerned with each man's uniqueness or beliefs. They're not supposed to be unique, they're supposed to be parts of a machine. They dress the same, their movements are structured, they believe in what they're told to believe.
1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps!
1, 2, 3, 4, United States Marine Corps!
1, 2, 3, 4, I love the Marine Corps!
1, 2, 3, 4, I love the Marine Corps!
The longer it goes on, the more the men act as one unit, one mind. They're the same as the military needs them to be. But troubles arise when one of the gears of the machine doesn't turn. Leonard Lawrence, nicknamed Gomer Pyle, becomes an easy target for Hartman. He's clumsy, he's overweight, he's not the brightest, and he can't overcome the physical tolls of the obstacles in training. Over the course of the first half, Pyle is a consistent issue, and eventually Hartman starts punching the rest of the group for Pyle's shortcomings. Joker is told to help Pyle, and this relationship is one of the small slivers of humanity left in a facility designed to tear away individuality. After the rest of the group beats Pyle in his sleep, though, Pyle begins to change. He begins to improve, and he starts to become the efficient killing machine that Hartman is trying to mold him into. But the transformation isn't smooth, nor is it a success. The scene with Joker, Pyle, and Hartman in the bathroom is incredible. There's plenty of tension, and seeing what state Pyle is now in is near heartbreaking. Hartman enters and berates Pyle as usual, and in an instance of twisted irony, Hartman's success turns on him. Hartman's efforts work. Pyle is now a killer, and it's this truth that eventually gets Hartman himself killed.
Didn't Mommy and Daddy show you enough attention when you were a child?
An even more impactful moment is when Pyle aims the gun at Joker, but then reconsiders. He refuses to kill the person who showed him even a morsel of compassion, of humanity, in this place. The second half shows the results of the training facilities, hardened soldiers and efficient killers. This part also begins to explore the idea of the United States' presence in Vietnam in the first place. There's that scene with the interview, and when asked if America belongs in Vietnam, the soldiers kind of dodge the question.
Do I think America belongs in Vietnam? I don't know. I belong in Vietnam. I'll tell you that.
Then later, after two soldiers are killed, the other Marines gather around, and one of them says that at least they died for the cause of freedom. Animal Mother says that's not true, and that the war doesn't have a point, it only takes lives. But one thing is very apparent in this half. The Marines have lost their uniqueness. They more or less have the same personality, and none of them stick out very much. The shots trailing the running soldiers really stuck out to me. It emphasizes that these men are really just parts of a whole now. They all look the same, and their faces aren't visible. Then at the end, the Marines march singing a children's song, highlighting the corruption of innocence.
We play fair and we work hard and we're in harmony. M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E, Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse. Mickey Mouse.
The only exception seems to be Joker. Joker is basically our main character for the second half, and he's really the only soldier who still has even a shred of uniqueness left. He wears a peace sign while also writing Born to Kill on his helmet, highlighting, as he puts it, the duality of man. The end really is his biggest character moment. During the face-off with the sniper, Joker realizes that it's actually just a teenage girl. Another Marine guns her down, and Joker is the only one who protests leaving her there to die. He insists that they should do something before he eventually shoots her. Earlier, Joker questioned why the gunner on his helicopter was shooting random civilians, some of them women and children. Then at the end, he shoots the sniper, who's both a woman and a child.
How can you shoot women and children?
Full Metal Jacket is an interesting movie. It's a film that doesn't shy away from showing the nitty-gritty of the dark era that was the Vietnam War. From racism to propaganda to the brutality of combat. The movie is incredibly shot, well edited, and well acted. If there's one thing that Kubrick movies have done consistently, it's make me think about them. 2001, The Shining, and Full Metal Jacket were all on my mind for a while after I watched them. That's what I love about film, and about Kubrick. Full Metal Jacket is no exception. It's a film, a story, that sticks with you long after the credits roll. That's powerful. This is Brannick from the Movie Fanatics, signing off.
Boys and girls from far and near, you're welcome as can be. M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. Hey there, hi there, ho there, you're as welcome as can be. M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E.